just, it was exciting to be tipping off the new season, with all the build up from last year and to be able to come in here. And I thought we played well offensively. I'm going to have to watch the tape. I thought our defensive effort was just okay. I thought you get in a game like that and you're up by so much, you gamble a little more than you should. You do some things you probably shouldn't. But then in the second half, to me, I didn't think our defense ever crazily. And again, you got to watch the tape before you make these statements. But I didn't think our effort was great, or we weren't super solid defensively in the first half. We struggled to. They were getting the ball out fast, and we didn't get back and get in our press. Allowed them to have some easy baskets. I didn't think we did enough out of our press in the first half. But then in the second half, we didn't press as much, and I thought we were pretty solid defensively. I thought the effort was pretty good. They just made some hard shots. That's what I saw. But again, I'll have to watch the tape. Obviously, I am pleased with winning by 62. Pleased with breaking the arena record with scoring 127 points. Do not like giving up 65 ever. Even though our points per possession is probably the best it's been in the 3 games at 65 points. It's just who I am. It just bothers me when I give up more than 60 points in a game. We don't do that much. We don't plan on doing it much. But you got to take your hats off to them. I thought they made some really hard shots to score 40 points in the second half. And all in all, the guys had fun. I thought they played together. 28 assists on 46 made baskets. I thought they played hard, getting 24 offensive rebounds, a sign of effort on the offensive end. And I thought we executed. I thought we executed in the last game. We just couldn't make a shot. And we didn't shoot great again this game. But again, now we got back to who we are. We're getting on the offensive glass and getting 24 as opposed to only getting 9 the last game. So all in all, I'm pleased with the effort. But we got some real games coming up here soon, and we got to get back to work tomorrow.
How important was it to, obviously you're playing an inferior team not on the same level as you, but how important is it to have as many guys as you did get quality minutes and be able to get multiple shots?
Yeah, no, I mean, we wanted to do that. We need that experience. I thought it was really good for the likes of Jarrell Colbert to have some success there in the second half that he did. He needed that. It's going to help him expedite the process for him to get, he just came off knee surgery October 9th. So what have we been? A little over 3 weeks maybe. So for him to have that success, going to really help him with confidence because his body's healed. He's in shape. He's got everything that he needs. Now it's just a mental thing to get some confidence, show that he can do it at that pace, which I thought he did in the second half. So I was glad to see that. We're shooting free throws well. I don't want to jinx us, but I don't think I will. I think we got a good free throw shooting team. But we got to figure out how to get in the gym and shoot better than 30% from three. But it was good to get those guys playing together and getting them. We're going to play 10 guys a lot, for sure 9. And to get those guys that experience always helps because when you get in the game, you get in foul trouble. You don't know who's going to play more minutes than the other guy. So to be able to get all those guys minutes and get them to play different ways offensively certainly will help us down the road.
How
Larry,
difficult is that?
go ahead.
How difficult is that for you guys bouncing off of that? You rarely see teams play 9, 10 guys. How difficult is that for you guys just controlling who to play and so on?
I mean, I don't mean this the wrong way, arrogantly, but that's not difficult at all for me because that's how we play. That's how I've always played. That's how we played our last year at LSU, convincing coach that our bench is better playing hard, fresh than our starters are playing tired. But he don't like to take those starters out very much, so that wasn't an easy task. But we started doing that, and it just defensively, if they're gonna play as hard as we're asking them to play, which I think to this point they have, they don't even really worry about coming out. They know when they're going to play. They don't come out for any offensive mistakes for the most part. If something was to happen really egregious, they would be. But everything's about defense, and so and effort. As long as they're giving good effort, they know their minutes. They know when they're going to play, and I think you can get into a rotation, and that helps them have confidence in what they're doing, and they know their job, so they can do their job.
What about Larry's performance tonight, coming off the bench, giving you 30 and really efficient shooting?
Yeah, Larry's just been working, man. He's worked so hard these 7 months, probably harder than he's ever thought he could work. It's just been a progression and a process. The talent's there, you see it. I mean, he's the best athlete maybe I've ever coached, and I've obviously that's a bold statement. Coaching B.J. Edge coming in Marlon Taylor at LSU, but he's right there with those guys. I don't know if he's better, but he's probably as good, and he's putting it together, man. It's fun to see. It's fun to see a kid that was a top 50 recruit coming out of high school, and for whatever reason it didn't work for him, and he comes here and he's confident, and it's because of his work and how hard he's practicing, and he's learned that if he works hard and practices hard, then success will come, and that's what he's had over the last 3 games. Really, he had 14 and 11 against Grambling, and to me was MVP of the game. The reason we were able to win by 6, and then tonight goes and gets 30 and 17, 45. But that's what he does. I mean, he's a dynamic scorer and a tremendous athlete. Now he's kind of putting it all together. I'm excited to see him the rest of the year how he progresses.
What about his ability to get rebounds? He had 7 rebounds. It seems like he attacked the glass pretty well for you.
Yeah, Larry and I made a deal. Larry, I don't know if y'all watched it. He doesn't like to box out very much. So early on when he got here, that was a problem for me. But I told him, look, man, you don't have to box out as long as you go get the ball. And he's taking that to task, and that's what he does. And he goes and just jumps up over everybody and gets the ball, so I'm cool with it. But getting 7 tonight in 17 minutes, 11 the other night in 24 minutes, he's bought in as anybody on the team, and that's fun to see.
Jacob did so many things for you tonight: 11 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He doesn't have to shoot the ball a lot to contribute and impact what you guys want to do. Is that something that you saw even during the recruiting process, that's what he could bring and be able to do a multitude of things?
Yes, that's who Jacob is. Jacob at times, just because kids are kids and everybody thinks that scoring is the most important thing to win basketball games, and it's certainly not. We do a thing that we keep up with called Mr. 95, and it's because 95% of the time when you're on the court, you don't have the ball in your hands. You're not shooting the ball. You're not trying to score. And we keep up with that and give an award after every win that we have, and he's bought into that. Jacob, I don't think he shot more than 5 shots in the 3 exhibition games, but his percentages are good. I mean, you look at it tonight in 17 minutes, 11.7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. I mean, that's a tremendous game. But that just shows his versatility, and that's when I recruited him to Link, that's what he was, and that's what we talked about. And when we recruited him here, that's what we talked about, and he's buying into that. And to see him have that success, that'll only get more and more buy-in. But he's certainly capable of doing that every night. That's how talented he is. He's just got to continue to work at it and do it, and he's been doing that over the last month.
Garway, it seems like he found his game in the second half. He had 13 of his 15. Did you see him? Did you talk to him at halftime at all about looking for a shot, or did that just come natural?
Yeah, it was more about just attacking the paint and then let his shot come to him. And I think that he did that. He tried to get to the paint, and then from there, I think he made 1 3 in the first half, 1 in the second half. But I think as long as he's in attack mode, I'm good with him getting those kick out threes and shoot those, because when he's got his feet set and steps into it, he's a really good shooter, and he's proven that. I thought he took a couple questionable ones in the game before, and we talked about that. We just talked about him getting to the rim, not necessarily to score, just to get to the paint, and then good things happen because he's so capable of doing it. And I thought he made the right play every time. He shoots 8 shots, gets 15 points. He had 5 assists as well. So I thought his reads were good. He had the one bad pass to start the half when he came in, but everybody's gonna make a mistake here and there.
87 shots. You think you get up 87 shots every night?
I'd like to, but I think that'll probably be difficult. But again, it just goes to who we are. Our philosophy is we're going to shoot it before we turn it over. And some of those shots, will be questioned, and some of the people aren't going to like those shots when they don't go in. But when you shoot a shot, it gives you a chance to get an offensive rebound, and you might make a few. So we're going to try to get them up and not turn the ball over and then go get it when we miss it. And that's what we did tonight. And I thought we really got what we wanted to do offensively into the game, and I was proud of the guys for that.
Coach, through 3 games, evaluate the point guard position and how you're rotating and the kind of effectiveness and efficiency and execution you're getting out of that position.
Yeah, I think it's probably hard to scout us from that position because of the, whatever you want to nickname it, the fire and ice that we have coming with Ty, and he's quick and he's fast and he's small and he can really, really shoot the ball and he can score and do a little bit of everything. And then you come off the bench with a 6'6" point guard who's, a little bit more methodical, but also a really good passer and can score when needs to. And I think that, that just gives us so many options that we can run plays, how we can play offensively with those two. I've been very, very pleased with him. Obviously, Garway wasn't himself at Grambling, but again, if he only plays 1 bad game out of 30-plus games, it will take it. And I'm sure at some point Ty will have one of those nights, but he hadn't had one yet, so we'll knock on wood that he keeps playing how he's playing.
And your early thoughts on Santa Clara?
They're big. and they shoot a ton of threes. I think they've shot 50 threes in one of their scrimmages and 30 something in the other. So we're gonna have to really guard the 3-point line, really contest shots. And then if you look at Herb's index teams throughout the years, what he really does is hurt teams on the glass. So we're gonna have to put a major emphasis on rebounding the ball on both ends, because as you saw tonight, our offense is obviously much better when we rebound the ball on the offensive end. We're hard to stop. So we're going to put a lot of emphasis on rebounding the ball. We're going to try to use our athleticism against their size, and it's kind of a very much so a contrasting style of play between the two teams. But we're excited about the opportunity. They're a great team. I think we're a good team, and we're going to go give them everything they want.
Coach, going back to earlier during the earlier preseason press conference about the experience that the core of the newcomers that you have, they played games and minutes at Power 4 and mid-major. They've got a lot of experience. Will that help you? Will that travel well when you go all the way to California and play on a Friday night against the level of competition in Santa Clara? That can't be a real concern of you of these guys going into that kind of environment.
Certainly.
Because they've been there before.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, when you got 2,000-point scorers coming back, they can calm things down quickly, and they were able to do that for us in Tulane. They got off to a great start, which let everybody else kind of settle in. So to have those guys to lean on and to, go to when we need them, when things get hard, is a tremendous advantage for us. And they've been great, man. Those three, even Tijon, who's redshirting. I mean, he's worked his tail off for us, and they work hard. They set the tone. They know what the standard is. This is their program, and they handle themselves accordingly.
Your thoughts on getting your first career win?
I was excited. I'm still not sure why I didn't get the win against Sam Houston when I coached the game and Will was home with COVID, but Wikipedia doesn't give it to me, so I guess I don't take it. But no, I'm excited about getting my first win at McNeese for sure, and just so grateful for the support of the crowd, to come out here and support this team. It just shows you what Lake Charles is all about, and I'm certainly grateful for that and excited for the first win, and ready to continue to build off that with this team. I love this team. They're fun to work with every single day, and I'm ready to get back to work tomorrow.